We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back. This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
On the set. Black Ultra. Yellow, line. Green Jack.
Love going to throw right away. Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
Now this throw caught left side, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards, first down Packers. Love going to keep it on the option. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready. Squad red. Ready?
On play action. Love to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Joey Bosa, so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Working out of the gun, Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. On play action, they'll throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. Hey, look at this Packers defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He gets this out to Spiller. And able to get this one across the 45 before. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Again, they run it with Spiller. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 43-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Herbert changing things up. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
On 4th down, Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Off the play fake, Love. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Now Carlson for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. On the move to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. He's got it. It's Spiller. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. That's caught by the rookie, Jayden Reed. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Second down and 3.
Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Hands this to Spiller to start things. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. The ball comes out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 26. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. Down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
At the 4-yard line.
Spiller. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
The score, Packers 21, Chargers 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Nixon now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. Carlson on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert now. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. That catch is number 819 of his career and ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground with Spiller. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's what you call stringing the play out. I know he was looking for a spot to get upfield, but they gave him nowhere to cut, nowhere to find a place to make it into the secondary, and they forced him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And that is no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jayden Reed, 34 yards. And the Packers continue to pull away here this first half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Dumps it off for Spiller. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To the air again, Herbert. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quay Walker. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Herbert. Buying time to his left. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Love looking to throw it. He'll find Aguara complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Love now on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Play fake. Here's Love. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is
Spiller trying to get loose. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Jones is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Love. That's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Packers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Herbert on first down now. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter play. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he is going to have the Chargers first down with ease as they'll wind up getting 9 there on 4th and 5.
And the Chargers first down.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down. He'll get this to Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers! Joshua Kelly, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though...
All right, open, complete. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Red, cycle.
Throwing, Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rolling to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are able to claw one back.
Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Keyshawn Nixon on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Ready, ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And some room to work. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
On the ready.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Now Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Love, they go play action now. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that prep.
And will be intercepted. This one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So now the Chargers are going to bring the offense back out to go for two here. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game.
52, Chargers 28.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they won to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. 18 more yards there and another first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go.
There he goes left side. Still going inside the 30. And he finally goes out of bounds. So he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll toss this out right for Spiller.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Herbert now. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, Doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Now this aired out deep for Reed. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Now Davis fumbles it. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Packers, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6 and 4. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6 and 4 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.